according to statusofwomen.org, 18% of all women over the age of 18 live below the poverty level in the state of Arizona. In the time period between 2004 and 2016, where we would have thought that number would have gone down, it actually increased. So this issue is not getting better. Today I'm here to tell you about a wonderful organization here in Phoenix called Dress for Success Phoenix Affiliate. I'm going to tell you how I came to be affiliated with Dress for Success. I'll tell you how they were formed and what their mission is, and then additionally tell you how their mission is fulfilled. I became associated with Dress for Success in 2009. I was looking for a place to donate some professional clothing, and my sister, who lives in Chicago, told me about an organization that she had donated to, that she felt very passionately about. So I looked in the Phoenix, or in all of Arizona, for that organization, and what I came across was the very beginning of Dress for Success Phoenix. I started volunteering and donating with them in 2009. I was involved in the very first fundraiser that we had before we even had any space at the founding director, Lisa Dormo's home in her living room. It was our very first organizational meeting and fundraiser. I took on many volunteer roles. I was a professional shopper, which we'll hear more about. I was a volunteer in the Career Center. I helped women go over their resumes, put together resumes. I helped them interview using my skills from the business world for many years. I also became a board member of Dress for Success Phoenix, and then eventually did become the board president for Dress for Success Phoenix. So I'm very passionate about this organization. So how did Dress for Success start? It started in 1996 in a basement in New York City by a law student named Nancy Lublin. And she recognized that there was a need for women who were trying to re-enter the workforce, for women who were trying to interview, make their lives better, and make their lives better for their families. And even if they could get an interview and were able to put together a resume, they didn't have clothes. That costs money, and if you've been out of the workforce, that can be an issue that most of us might not even think about. So with some local nuns in her area, in her neighborhood, they started Dress for Success. That was the very beginning. Now, Dress for Success is in 29 different countries. We have 150 different affiliates. So this is not just a local need, it is a worldwide need that has been recognized and is being satisfied through Dress for Success. So how does the mission work? Well, first I'd like to read to you the mission statement of Dress for Success. The mission of Dress for Success is to empower women to achieve economic independence by providing a network of support, professional attire, and the development tools to help them thrive in work and in life. That is the mission statement of Dress for Success. And their belief is also very deep that by affecting the lives of women and helping them to become financially independent, that they are also affecting whole communities and mostly young people and children, as many of these women are single parents. So if they are successful, then their children are building a groundwork for success as well. So how does Dress for Success carry out this mission? Well, the first thing that they do is when a woman comes through a government agency that they've been working with to seek employment, we give them clothing that is interview appropriate. And that is done by a personal shopper in a very beautiful boutique space was donated for Chicanas por la Casa here in Phoenix so that a beautiful boutique could be set up so the women who come in there, regardless of what their situation is, they can feel beautiful and important and enjoy the experience of finding clothing. A personal shopper who's a volunteer is one of the things I personally love, brings me a lot of joy, and that is helping these women to dress appropriately. That is the first way, so that they've got that interview, now they need to get there and they need to have professional clothing to make a good impression. The second way that we empower women and help them with these goals is to have a career center. And the career center has internet, many computers that women can job search. They can use to build resumes on using Word documents. They can come into that career center, and there are volunteers, again, such as myself, that we can do mock interviews. We can help them refine that resume, maybe for a certain position, or maybe these women have never written a resume before. So we have those resources, enabling them to get to that first point of being successful in their interview and helping them to find a job to interview for. And then the other ways that Dress for Success then will support and carries out their mission is once a woman has gained employment, they can come back and we supply them with a week's worth of appropriate clothing. And again, that might not sound that important, or that is part of the empowerment, but think about not having the clothing to go to work appropriately on a job that you just got. So that is one of the first ways. We have groups that are our professional women's group, and these are women who have become employed, but now they face new challenges like corporate culture. Maybe they've been out of a long time. They face different issues, and now they have money. So personal finances, how they can become good stewards of their personal finance. So these professional women's group that we have, we share how they can continue to grow. So we support before, during, and after the job search of these women that come into Dress for Success Phoenix. Additionally, and most recently, Dress for Success saw the need to be able to travel to women. A lot of times, if you're in financial hardship due to not being employed for a length of time, then you have a hard time getting to Dress for Success to enjoy all of these benefits. So we have a beautiful mobile center. It is fully stocked with clothing. It has people there to help with the interviews, with resume building. It has Wi-Fi, so we can do job searching. These women can have that computer they may not have at home. And that has been another piece of how we are fulfilling the mission of Dress for Success. So in conclusion, I talked about how Dress for Success was founded, why it was started, how I got involved and am knowledgeable about Dress for Success, how they fulfill their mission and they help empower women before, during, and after the interview process, helping them to be truly financially secure and continue to grow. Thank you for your time today listening to my speech, and I hope that you have come away feeling like you know a little bit more about Dress for Success and the wonderful work they're doing. Thank you.